Hey everybody, how's it going? So today we are doing our Total Soccer live ball striking session. Now the background's a little different as they've tightened some restrictions, so I'm not going to push my luck with traveling to our facility. So every day it's a new set of rules it seems like, so we'll keep figuring it out. But just like we've been saying, we just kind of roll with it and make the best of it. And today actually gives us an opportunity to show you how we can do our training sessions in a very small space. And even ball striking, you're thinking, need a lot of room, need a goal, need a bag of balls, but that's the technique is very small, and we don't need a whole lot to do the technique. And that's what we're going to focus on today, is technically how to strike a ball for power, which ultimately means taking a spin off it. And to help demonstrate, I've got my main man here, Liam. Say hi.
Hi.
All right, so he's gonna be our demonstrator. So I'll coach Liam like I would coach anybody else, and please follow along. Today's session won't be quite as long. I think there's about, I'm not sure, about 5 or 6 variations here. These are mostly coaching points and ways to work on shooting while we're cooped up here. So a lot of stuff we're seeing out there is dealing with footwork and touches, which is great. Keep doing it, but it's good to add some variety to what we're doing. Okay, so without further ado, we are going to learn how to take the spin off the ball and hit a ball for real power. Okay, so if I could have Liam, if I could have you pick up that ball in your hands, you see it? Okay, so first thing we're going to do is you'll need 2 things for the session: a ball and a server. Okay, so parents, just act as I am to your player. So first one, we're gonna just have a catch by punting. Okay, so I'm gonna lean forward and I'm gonna lock my ankle, and the idea is to hit the ball out of my hands. And the success here is for the ball to top spin. So if you can get the ball to spin forward, you're having success. Okay, so Liam, just catch this in your hands, and we don't have to crush each other here. So it goes like this: I'm locking my ankle, I'm gonna drive my knee through my arms and put a top spin on the ball. So what we're looking for again is a top spin, and listen for the sound. The sound should be a booming, thumping sound. It shouldn't be a slapping sound. Biggest mistakes here is kids throwing the ball out in front of them and reaching, then they'll hit their toe, and then you'll see a backspin almost on the ball. So lean forward, get down low, lock your ankle, drive your knee through your arms, okay? And by doing that, it's like hitting a forehand in tennis. Okay, ready? We put a top spin on the ball. Go ahead, Liam. So that sound was a little bit slappy, so I'm going to ask Liam to hit the ball closer to the knot on his shoelaces. So let's do 10 here. I'll stop talking. 1, 2, 3, 4. I noticed when Liam struck it, he kind of fell back a little bit. So moving forward, we're going to be getting into how we build momentum. So if we fall anywhere, we're going to want to fall forward. So make sure that they're landing in a forward position. That's actually decent. And now he went forward, so that's good change. Let's do 3 more. Good. Good. All right. So that's a good way to just start off, get warmed up. So what it does is eliminates, so hitting off the ground is difficult. And when the ball's on the ground, getting your ankle shaped to the right spot is tough to do. So by picking the ball up in the air, we're limiting that variable. So now we can get our toes straight down and just have an easier time hitting the hard part of our foot. Say hi to Drago. All right, goes like this. So now we're gonna put the ball down on the ground, and I want you to hit a stationary ball. Your planting foot, you can see, your planting foot should be 1 foot's distance from the ball, toes even with the front. This is critical because if we don't do this, we end up hitting the ball at the wrong time and end up reaching for the ball. So this is, the dominoes start to fall from here. So if we don't get this part right, the next part won't be right. So again, about 1 foot's distance, toes there, we want your plant leg to be there. What you're gonna do is lock your ankle. So get in order for me to hit the sweet spot on my foot, which is, there's a bone that sticks up on our foot just under the knot on our laces, a little bit to the inside. So for me to hit that bone, my knee has got to go over the ball and my toes have to get pinned back. So I'll show you on my right leg. So here, this is the shape we want to take. You can see a gap that my toes are getting further from the ball. I like to put it this way. I use my hand as a foot. So get your ankle, which is your wrist here, ahead of your toes. If you do this, you'll hit a good ball. If your toes are ahead of your ankle, you're gonna hit a back spinning ball, which takes all the speed off of it. So one more time, my plant foot's in the right spot, my ankle is ahead of my toes, and all I want Liam to do now is just come down and hit a stationary ball. So I'll set Liam up here. Okay, so put your plant foot next to the ball. Good. And then bring your ankle so you're touching the ball, and your ankle ahead of your toes. Good. Now just bring your leg back and forward. Yeah, go ahead. Perfect. So success is a rolling ball that has a top spin on it. So Liam, take your hands in your pockets. So you just make sure you're balanced. So again, put your plant foot there, lock your ankle. So touch the hard part of your foot to the ball. Good. Back and forward. Good. And we're not trying to crush the ball. Server, just receive it, give it back to him. Again, don't build the momentum. Just always come to a stop. Touch the ball, up and down. Go ahead. That's excellent. Let's do 5 more. Good. Back up a couple steps. Good. So some of his hits are coming to the outside, or missing me a little bit to the side, which means, so if your ball is veering, are you using your left foot?
Yeah.
If you're using your left. So if the ball's veering to the outside, that means you're using the outside. That means you might be tweaking your ankle in. So right now you should just be focused on ankle shape. The ball should be pinned straight as it goes. If it's going right or left, something's going on with your ankle shape. You want it to be pinned straight down, okay, with your ankle ahead of your toes. So Liam, do another right-footed hit.
I was doing left.
Do your right foot now.
Okay.
Good. That's a bit of a slapping sound. So we want to hear a thump. Pretty good. Let's do one more good one. Excellent. That time Liam actually drove the ball so hard on the way down that the ball actually popped up off the ground, so that's a good thing. Next step. So we're going to keep this going. We're going to keep our foot planted, and we're going to keep doing this. We built a foundation. Now let's talk about arm swing. I see a lot of players that don't engage their arms. So here's the way we're going to learn today. When this leg goes back, your arms will go up and out. So we're opening all of our extremities here. Okay, so we're going to put as a right-footed shot, we're going to put our left hand above our head. Our right hand will kind of do a low wave and a high half at the same time. And okay, so again, we're going to open and we're going to close. Okay, so Liam, ready? So now, same start, yep. Now lean over the ball a little bit, open and close. Good. So we really want to be driving our left hand across our thigh. Okay, so we're going to open and close. So our thigh needs to be coming up towards our face as our hand comes across it. So I kind of call this the trophy pose. So at home you might have a guy on a trophy that looks like this. That's the open, the pre-shot, and then I just shot it. So it's one or the other, okay? So you gotta strike these poses as you hit the ball. So let's do 10 of those. Good, make sure you're not using the outside of your foot. Good. So it's a bit of a slapping sound, so straighten your ankle a little bit more. Are you hitting the hard part of your foot, the top of your foot?
Yes, I am.
Okay. That's the one. That was a little different. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. All right, moving on. Okay, so this time we're planting here, we're touching the ball here, we got our arms engaged, okay? So now we're gonna talk about a follow through. So here's something that's slightly different. Most coaches will tell you to lay it on your shooting foot, and that's perfectly fine. But what we wanna emphasize is leveraging off the ground, okay? So what we wanna emphasize is actually landing on our planting foot. So if you could do this, so as